A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the first edition of Sports Tonight for the week. It's a Monday night, and we're happy to be here. What we'll be doing tonight is to take you back a few hours, review some of the major events as they happened over the weekend, and of course, we will tonight also be projecting into the days ahead of us to give you an idea of what will be happening this week. All right, it's time for us to talk sports. We love to talk sports, and that's exactly what we'll be doing tonight. For the next 50 minutes, that we'll be bringing Sports Tonight to you. My name is Tony Bitoye. I'd like to start off the show tonight by introducing to you my partners. They will be with me for most of the show. Toby Adepoju is on the show tonight. Toby, good to have you on Sports Tonight. A lot of things to talk about. Yep. Nigerian clubs on the continent, mixed fortunes for us, 3 out of 4. And of course, a whole lot of other, the MPFL, yes, we'll talk about it. A lot of other interesting issues as well that we'll focus on Sports Tonight this Monday. And of course, to my far right, is always here with us on Mondays and Wednesdays is the news editor of one of Nigeria's best-selling sports dailies, Sporting Life. Onye Wuchimachuku is with us. Onye, there's a lot to talk about as well on the program tonight. The politics of CAF. Yeah. It's an interesting development.
The stakes are getting higher.
The stakes are getting higher.
And I think it's good for CAF football politics because we can't continue with a situation where one man will hold sway.
So you're part of the new breed.
Since 1988.
You're part of the new breed.
Since 1988.
You are part of the new breed.
It's not a feudal system.
Okay.
Oligarchy, where few people, have.
Okay. That's an interesting one. We'll talk about it as well. The politics of CAF. You remember the elections are going to be taking place next month. Of interest to us as Nigeria is NFF President Amaju Pinnick, who wants a seat on the CAF Executive Committee. We'll talk about it. There's a bigger stake for the CAF presidency. Everybody thought it was to be taken for granted that the incumbent will win. But these days, incumbency doesn't give you any advantage because everybody's talking about change. Yeah. All right, so we'll find out if change has come to African football as well, but that's next month. But a lot of undercurrents are currently going on. We'll focus on it on the program tonight. And of course, tomorrow and Wednesday, the most lucrative club competition in the world is the UEFA Champions League. We're down now to the knockout phase. All right, so we'll talk about the games to be played on Tuesday, games to be played on Wednesday. We will also be talking about the Yak. It never dies. Yakuba Egbeni, back in the news. You'll find out why as we go on the show. Yemi Adebayo will be joining us on the show at some point. He has plenty of tennis to talk to us about, the Fed Cup, and a lot of other interesting stories as well. So you are in for a swell time on the show. Just stick around and let us enjoy Sports Tonight together this very beautiful Monday night. This show can never be complete without you. You are very central to all that we're doing on Sports Tonight. That is why it's important for us to start with you and tell you what role you have to play to be a part of the show. We've always said it, the ideas that could turn things around for us, because the essence of what we're doing here is not just to talk and waste time. The essence is for us to be able to contribute something positive to sports development in Nigeria, in Africa. And that idea that will turn things around could be coming from you. That's why feedback is key from you. So we urge you, we implore you, we beg you to please talk to us, interact with us. Let's make this a dialogue on the program tonight. Take advantage of what you see right there on your screen for feedback. On Facebook, on Twitter, the handles are there, the addresses are there. Just interact with us, take advantage of all of these things, and let us make this show as enjoyable as possible, as positive as possible. All right. Let's also tell you that you can keep track of all that we're doing on Channels TV, all the top stories, all the programs on www.channelstv.com, as well as on youtube.com/channelsweb. All right. You can keep track and enjoy all the package. If you click on m.channelstv.com, you will be able to view us on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry. It takes you straight, connects you to your home for the news. That's Channels TV. And if you go one step further, which is the best, if you ask me, is to download the Channels app for Android, iOS, Windows from their respective stores. that keeps channels at your fingertips, all right? And channels also will be happy to have you so close to us so that you can enjoy all the package that we have for you. And as you do all of it on the program tonight, as you interact with us, as you post your tweets, your comments on Facebook, on Twitter, tell us where those comments are coming from. We will spend time tonight to read a lot of your feedback and tell us so that we can appreciate you a lot more on the program this Monday. Guys, let's hit the ground running very quickly. But this is something that we've been talking about for a lot of weeks. Yeah. We've been waiting to see if there will be any update for us around this issue that we're going to be talking about now. And it's an issue that we feel needs to get the attention of all those who matter when it comes to sports administration in Nigeria. I'm talking about all directors of sports. We're talking about all commissioners for sports in all the states. We're talking about the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports. Everybody concerned with sports development in Nigeria should be concerned about this issue that we're starting off the show with tonight. National Sports Festival, Calabar, 2014. 2014. In fact, there's a mistake on the slide that we have on the screen. It's not 2017. It's 2014. Because it was supposed to be Calabar 2014.
Yep.
This is 2017. 2014, we didn't do it. We were supposed to have another National Sports Festival in 2016. That one is not even in the picture yet. That one should have been done and dusted by now. We should, at this point in time, be thinking about planning for 2018. But only we are still stuck in Calabar 2014 National Sports Festival. What's going? It's worrying, isn't it?
Yeah, quite worrisome, Tony. And I think maybe on this program we have to tell the administrators, like you said, directors of sports, commissioners, the sports ministry, the significance of the National Sports Festival. The festival is the equivalent of the Olympic Games for Nigeria. You know, is the biggest multi-sports event for this country. When you travel around this country, Tony, at every stadium in Kaduna, in Kano, in Enugu, Owerri, you see young men and women, millions of our young men and women training every day. What are they training for? You know, they want to represent in various sports their states. And when they get to that level, they meet some of the best in the country. They sharpen their skill. They interact. They get new ideas. And it has also helped in national integration. We have seen athletes from different parts of the country. For instance, you are from the southwest. You travel to the north, you know, for a festival. You stay there in 2-3 weeks. You eat the food there. You interact. You make friends. Even if you're not going to win medals, you know, it serves a lot of purpose for this country. So it's a shame that, like you said, since 2014, the National Sports Festival has not been held. You know, what is really the problem? I don't think it's recession, because so many states are willing to host if you make it open. The last time Cross River State were supposed to host, maybe because of the transition period or whatever.
Yeah, because at some point, there was a pronouncement by the sports minister that if Cross River State or Calabar were not going to host, because it was getting embarrassing.
The tournament will come to
Abuja.
Yep.
It was becoming embarrassing because this, as we said, this is supposed to be Calabar 2014.
Yep.
2014 went. We said maybe elections and
missed two editions already.
Yeah, maybe the elections and every other thing. Okay, we understand it. 2015 has gone. 2016 has gone. Nothing yet. Nothing. No information. And then the minister said, "Look, if this is going to be going this way, Abuja will host." But since he made that pronouncement and the deadline that he set for Cross River to come up with a statement, everything has gone quiet. And this is February
already.
2017.
2017. I mean, yes, the minister was just too quick to make a statement without any preparation, because I don't see how Abuja will host.
No, but Abuja can host. It's a matter of making it a small because it is embarrassing.
There's no way you will make the sport festival very small. It will always be big because of the teams, and it is a multi-sport, like Onye said. After the 2012 edition in Lagos, it was massive. Organization, superb. A lot of talent was discovered. Then 3 years after, nothing has really happened. And now we talk about
2012.
This
This
is 2012.
5 years after.
5 years.
5 years
Okay,
after.
pardon.
Yeah.
I mean,
going to 5 years
going
now.
to 5 years, and we
Yeah.
talk about not having enough talent to compete with other countries. And this is the basic line for us where we can nurture talent and allow them to grow. And it is not happening. It is very sad, Toyin. It is not enough to say you want to hold this tournament in Abuja. Yes, maybe the facility, but don't forget the facility also need a touch, a bit of innovation and funding. And this is my opinion, Toyin. It is obvious that we can't continue to rely on government to make sport work for us. Many times I've seen the sport minister challenge federation to sort for, private investors.
Yeah.
The ministry also should also do everything to make sure that we have private investors partnering them. If the ministry could control a lot of money, they can go all the way and host this festival.
But I'm worried because this used to be part of the budget. I mean, for the year. So what has happened? Because I know this
budget by the host.
No. When the budget is made,
there is usually
an allocation. Yes,
there is usually the main organizing committee.
Yes.
At the national level,
and then the
local, the host states
will have their own local organizing
LOC.
committee. Yeah,
and what it means is that
the state makes arrangements.
Yes,
the center makes arrangements.
Yes, So, but I honestly think that it's a leadership issue.
Leadership issue.
Yeah,
in what way?
because we cannot be talking about reception. If you meet some states, like Kwara State, for instance, they have very
but Kwara have been hosting youth games.
Yes, I know.
They've been playing their own part in contributing.
I'm just using
Kwara
as an example. Okay. You meet the state government, you sit down, where can we come in? How do we do this thing? Is it a question of funding? Do we, like Toby said, renovate some of the facilities? It's a question of rubbing minds, superior arguments, and you come to a compromise. But I'm sorry to say, Tony, I think this present leadership of the sports ministry has not done enough.
I like to.
I think they have not done enough.
I like to play
they have not accorded the sports festival
the kind of respect it deserves.
The priority it deserves.
It's not just them. It is a Nigerian thing. It's not so much about the sports ministry. It's a Nigerian thing.
Tony, it comes from the sport ministry. They are the leader. And we've heard a lot. So, say, Tony, the truth of the matter is you need to lead by example. The federation can be independent if the ministry don't find a solution to be independent. I'm not saying we should not get funding from the government.
What about Cross River State?
Yes, we agree.
What about Cross River State? Before we put all the blame on the federal minister of youth, what about Cross River State government?
The Cross River failed to.
We remember they came to Lagos. They had the launching.
They make a lot of
a lot of issues under the former governor. But they should share a part of the blame as well.
They won the right to host this tournament after the 2012 edition. They failed to host in 2014, and we gave them pardon to host a couple of months or weeks after, and they failed. If the ministry is independent enough, if you can get enough funds from the ministry, why not? They could have gone on and host this tournament. And I mean, this is a very huge setback for our talent in this country because there's no way to exhibit their talent. There's no way to challenge. And this is like I said earlier, this is a basic thing for us where we can nurture talent to compete with the IX, to compete with the other countries in the world in multi-sport.
Okay. Anyway, we can argue on and on and on. But I don't like to put, look for scapegoats. While it is important for us to really know what the faults are, who should be doing what. What's the way forward? I think the challenge is for the directors of sports, I beg your pardon, the sports minister, the sports commissioners. I think it's their call this time to find a way to make sure this happens. If they want to call it Calabar 2014, all well and good. If they want to call it Calabar 2017, all well and good. But remember, 2014 has gone, nothing. They're supposed to have another one 2016, nothing. They're supposed to be thinking of 2018.
Yep.
No plan yet. So it's really embarrassing. And I think something should be done about this going forward. All right. Let's go on a quick break. There's still a lot more to talk about on sports tonight. Join us again.